If your maintenance team is constantly reacting to breakdowns, your preventive maintenance schedule may not be doing its job. But here is the tricky part. Doing more PMs is not always better. Too few preventive maintenance tasks can lead to equipment failures, downtime, and costly emergency repairs. Too many can overwhelm technicians, waste labor hours, and even create unnecessary wear on equipment. So how often should preventive maintenance be performed? And how do you build a PM schedule that actually improves reliability? Let's break it down.
Preventive maintenance scheduling is the process of planning maintenance tasks before equipment fails. Instead of waiting for a machine, HVAC unit, pump, vehicle, conveyor, or production line to break down, teams schedule inspections, lubrication, calibration, cleaning, part replacements, and safety checks in advance. A strong preventive maintenance schedule helps maintenance teams reduce unplanned downtime, extend asset life, improve technician productivity, lower emergency repair costs, keep equipment running safely and efficiently, improve compliance and reporting. For organizations using CMMS or EAM software, preventive maintenance schedules can be automated, tracked, assigned, and measured across assets, locations, and teams. There is no universal answer. The right PM frequency depends on the asset, operating conditions, failure risk, manufacturer recommendations, historical maintenance data, and business impact of downtime. For critical manufacturing equipment, PMs may happen daily, weekly, or based on production hours. For lower-risk facility assets, PMs may happen monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. A good starting point is to ask, how critical is this asset to operations? How often does it fail? What happens if it fails unexpectedly? What does the manufacturer recommend? How heavily is the asset used? Are there safety, compliance, or warranty requirements? What does past work order history show? The goal is not to create the most PMs possible. The goal is to schedule the right maintenance at the right time. Too many PMs can become a hidden maintenance problem. If technicians are spending all their time on low-value PM tasks, they may not have enough capacity for urgent repairs, improvement work, inspections, or higher priority assets. Too many PMs can become a hidden maintenance problem. If technicians are spending all their time on low-value PM tasks, they may not have enough capacity for urgent repairs, improvement work, inspections, or higher priority assets. Signs that you may have too many PMs include: technicians are constantly closing PMs without meaningful findings. PM compliance looks high, but breakdowns are still frequent. The same tasks are repeated too often without evidence of value. Maintenance backlog keeps growing. Production complains about too much planned downtime. PMs are being skipped, rushed, or pencil whipped. A useful rule: every PM should have a clear purpose. It should prevent a known failure mode, satisfy a compliance requirement, protect safety, improve reliability, or preserve asset performance. If a PM does not support one of those outcomes, it may need to be revised, combined, reduced, or removed. In Part 2, we'll cover time-based versus meter-based preventive maintenance and show you how to build a PM schedule that actually works.